お待たせいたしました。まもなく発車いたします。
この電車は青梅線立川行きです。次は昭島、お出口は右側です。お客様にお願いいたします。車内では携帯電話をマナーモードに設定の上、通話はお控えください。ご協力お願いいたします。The overline train is Tachikawa. The next station is Akishima. The doors on the right side will open. Please set your mobile phone to silent mode and refrain from talking on the phone. お降りの際はドア横のボタンを押してください。Please push the button beside the door to get off the train. 乗り降りの際にはボタンを押してください。ドアを閉める際には後ろのお客様にご注意ください。次は中上。お出口は左側です。The next station is Nakagami. The doors on the left side will open. お 降りの際はドア横のボタンを押してください。Please push the button beside the door to get off the train. 乗り降りの際にはボタンを押してください。ドアを閉める際には後ろのお客様にご注意ください。次は東中野に、東中野に、お出口は左側です。The next station is 東中野に。The doors on the left side will open. お降りの際はドア横のボタンを押してください。Please push the button beside the door to get off the train. 乗り降りの際にはボタンを押してください。ドアを閉める際には後ろのお客様にご注意ください。次は西立川、西立川。お出口は右側です。The next station is 西立川。The doors on the right side will open. お降りの際はドア横のボタンを押してください。Please push the button beside the door to get off the train. 乗り降りの際にはボタンを押してください。ドアを閉める際には後ろのお客様にご注意ください。 until the left side is open. Please change your floor, the Chuo line, the Nanbu line, and the Tama monorail. Thank you for traveling with us, and we look forward to serving you again.
お降りの際は車内にお忘れ物などをなさいませんようお注意ください。乗車マナーにご協力いただきましてありがとうございました。まもなく立川終点です。
お降りの際はドア横のボタンを押してください。Please push the button beside the door to get off the train. 乗り降りの際にはボタンを押してください。ドアを閉めるお忘れ物のないようご注意ください。
国分寺で特急あずさ号の通過待ちを行います。特急あずさ20号新宿行きは3番線から16時10分の発車です。特急あずさ20号新宿行きご利用のお客様、3番線足元ピンク色11両編成特急あずさ号乗車口でお待ちください。先頭新宿よりは1号車、一番後ろ赤尾よりは11号車の11両編成で到着いたします。あずさ号の自由席3号車、4号車、5号車の3両です。特急あずさ20号新宿行きご利用のお客様、3番線足元ピンク色11両編成特急あずさ号乗車口でお待ちください。16時10分発特急あずさ20号新宿行きご利用のお客様、3番線足元ピンク色11両編成特急あずさ号乗車口でお待ちください。先頭は1号車、一番後ろが11号車の11両編成で到着いたします。自由席3号車、4号車、5号車の3両です。3番線足元ピンク色特急あずさ号乗車口でお待ちください。特急列車ご利用には乗車券が交換特急券が付け終わります。
towns where almost half of them have never attended preach. In other words, more than half of them have been quite passive in this community. The average number of people who follow, suppose I have an account, the average number of people who are listening to my tweets is 208, which is quite a large number. But at the same time, we know that about one third of the accounts, about 400 million accounts, have no idea what it's about. So no one's actually following them. And on the other hand, there are people we all know who, this is one person, Katy Perry, but we have Donald Trump, who's being followed by millions of people. So this is another instance of a world which has this very large and very few account holder, very few people in fact have a lot of connections. Most people have no connections at all. So that's another instance of this feature of the long queue. So here's another example that is taken from Docena, which is an online forum. And it's a typical example of peer-to-peer networks. You could take your favorite peer-to-peer networks, say forums or blogs, and they have this feature that, just to be very brief here, they have this feature that very small fraction, in this instance, 25% of the people on this provide files. And then 70% is almost 2,000 people provide no files at all. So this is a world in which you see most of the groups being the information of files are being provided by a very, very small fraction, roughly 25% of the network. So none of it is just all so here they my listening behavior will be very much shaped by how much activity others have around them. Okay? And also, if it means that Anand is not himself displayed, but he himself not actually watching television, but he may be very well connected with others who are very active. So I might connect to Anand not because he's himself finding information, but because he's very well connected to others who are doing so. Okay, so I need to keep in mind the network structure is working and the activity level of others. And that's going to help, checking what I should be doing, how much information should I be buying, and how much should I be linking with others. And then, of course, we're interested in understanding what's going to be the overall architecture of the network. So for us, and finally, of course, we're especially interested in understanding whether people are going to make well-informed decisions. Are they going to vote for them? So are they going to buy the right product? Or are they going to land up being very poorly bought at the end of the day? So these are those are the kinds of questions that we want to address. So there are going to be a few bits with some notation and some concepts. This is the first time I'm doing a public lecture in a mathematics institute, so I'm going to see whether this is going to be the right level of mathematics. So this is a model where there are many people. Okay, I think I would like you to imagine hundreds, maybe thousands of people. And what's happening is that each person, so each person is making two choices. Each person is deciding how much information to buy, and that's captured by this. And then actually see the line. See the positive with a number and it's something about time routine or things like that. So, what is the thinking that I do? And I create a by thinking. And so the other members of this community. And so it's going to be a lecture of this, I think, this is a podcast. So for each link I create, I'm going to have the way the links are created, that you can sort of come from this expression here saying that as long as one of us, I would create a link, the link is created. And so now for person I, the number of links he has is, are these links that he has created. And for each of the links, he pays a price, and that's going to be key. So what I actually know that I'm explaining is this F. So what is F? That is giving me an idea about how valuable the information I have, what X I, and how valuable the information that I'm getting from my neighbors, the people I'm listening. So that's an exchange for the effort that the neighbors are exerting. So what I'm going to show you is that F is the information I have, the happier choices simultaneously. And just to recall, I want to understand how much xi should I be choosing and how many should I be choosing. So the way we solve models like this in economics is we postulate that people are going to do trial and error, and they're going to try and figure out what to do. Maybe they will link with others, and they will find these other people are actually completely passive, so it's a waste of time to link with them. Maybe they will buy a lot of information, and they will then find out there are a lot of other people buying information, and it will be more economical, cheaper to link with these people rather than buy information themselves. So there will be all these trial and error experimentation going on. And at the end of the process, we hope over time, people are going to settle into some pattern, and we want to understand what the pattern will be to be stable, and that is what is we think of Nash equilibrium to make up for a transition from Nash. And the idea here is a profile of X over G's or network and information acquisition constitutes a Nash equilibrium. So if given what others are doing, I'm happy doing what I have chosen to do. So that's in such that I don't have any reason to want to change my behavior. So it's a stable configuration, if you like that. So in the paper about Gadalucci, we proved this theorem, and I wrote for the situation, some ideas underlying the theorem. Let's just read out the theorem. It says something quite sharp and quite precise. It says that any Nash equilibrium of the game I described will have this law of the few property. In other words, the network will have a core periphery structure, and I'll show you the network in a moment. The core is the people who are active, they're buying information. The periphery is constituted of people who buy no information at all, and they simply link with the core. And finally, the core, that of the people who are buying information, that's going to be a very small set of people, and it's going to become negligible as the population grows. So that's going to be the definition of this model. So this is what core periphery network looks like. So on the left, I have more than 3 core nodes, each of them combines 5 units of information. And on the right, I have core religious numbers who's buying information. Okay, and notice that in both cases, the core is buying 5 units of information. Everybody else is buying 4 units of information, and they're simply taking that. So that's a figure of simple examples of core periphery networks. Just to reiterate, which is buying information, and they are specializing in that. So the vast majority of users is not buying any information.
The doors on the right side will open. Please enter for the favorite coherent design and the favorite powerful line.
Walking through the main sense of proof, and before that happens, so the first observation in the proof is to note that we have this number, which I call y hat, which is the point at which the marginal return information given by x by y hat is exactly equal to the positive information which is given by c. Okay, so imagine I would buy myself in this word, then this is exactly the information I would buy. I would buy y hat and that would be the test, because f is a Montier function. If I bought any more than y hat, my marginal return would be smaller than the positive information. If I bought any less, then I would be able to do better by buying a little more. Okay, so that's the first observation. This also means that in any equilibrium, it must be the case that I must be getting access to at least y hat, because if it were the case that I'm getting access to less than y hat, I could always do better by buying some information myself. Okay, so that's the first thing to note. Okay, what's going to be really surprising in this model is going to be the property that not only must everyone have y hat, but it's going to be true that the society put together will buy exactly y hat information, independently of the size of the society. Okay, so that's quite dramatic, and you will see later that it's incredibly efficient. Okay, so why is it that put together people will buy y hat? Okay, so you should bear that in mind, and you go to the end of the proof, you will see why that has to be the case. Okay, the other point to note is that it may be that I'm connected to people who are buying a lot of information, and I don't buy information, so it may be that I actually access a lot more than I have, and I don't mind it because I'm not buying information myself, so that f prime of my hat doesn't come into play at all. Okay? Then it must be the case that if I'm buying information myself and I'm linked to now, then it must be the case that I must be accessing exactly my hat. Why is that? When I'm linked to him, he's buying some information, if I were getting together with him more than my hat, I would grow my own purchase information, and I would be better off because if I were getting more than my hat, the marginal return would be smaller than C, the cost of buying information. So it follows that if A is buying information and he's linked to B, he must access exactly my hat. Now, the next point to note is, if I were to form a link with him now, the link must be K. So I should only form a link with him if he is buying enough information. Because if he was buying very little information, linking with him would not be economically justified. It would be better for me to delete the link and buy the information myself. So it must be the case that if I link with Alan, that means the network information he's providing me is more than the cost of linking K. But if that's true for me, it must be true for everyone else. So if I link with him, so must everyone else link with him. Okay, so that's a key observation driving us towards the core periphery structure. Finally, note that if I buy some information and Alan buys some information, we are linked. Anyone else who buys information must also be linked to him. Okay, because of the earlier argument. Okay, because if I find it attractive to link with him, so must everyone else. In particular, everyone else who buys information should also want to link to him. But that implies that everyone who is buying information is linked to Alan. And is linked amongst themselves. But from point the second bullet point, we know that was the case, is that it implies that all the people who are buying information are linked amongst themselves, and the total information they're accessing is exactly y hat. So that more or less gives us the proof that the total information in society must be y hat. And we have not used the number of people here at any point. Okay, so you can now begin to see that if y hat is the total information acquired, everyone in the society who has not bought information must be linked with everyone who has bought information. Because from the first bullet point, everyone must be accessing at least y hat. So we've completed the argument that we see the statement of the theorem. We have a core group. Everyone's linked to the core group. The core group itself is putting together y hat. And the final point, the fraction of core members is negligible. This follows from this bullet point, the second from the bottom. If I'm going to buy information, if I'm going to link to that, I say, J, he must buy a certain minimum amount of information. But the order, the total amount of information I had, since she's buying a certain minimum amount, I have basically what upper bound is the number of people.
Very much society.
Okay, and this upper bound is independent of the number of people in society. And therefore it follows that the poor is going to shrink as the population grows. So that's the statistical proof of this theorem. Now, moving on to this whole idea, key idea, for instance, in the current political climate, the key idea and notion that you must have heard and read is this whole idea of fake news. Okay, this idea that somehow people are not informed when they're taking political decisions. Now, it's hard to know whether that's true or not, but we can ask ourselves, in a community where people are buying information, linking with others, trying to inform themselves to make the right decision, whether enough information is going to be acquired. And so, when you're thinking about that is to think about social welfare. What I mean by that is I'm thinking about everyone in this community, okay, has this way of function. Here, this 5, I, 10. So what I can do, very, very sort of simplistic, what I could do is, I would say the society is doing the right thing if it's maximizing the payoff of all the people together. Okay? And so that's the idea that I'm going to assume that social welfare is given by the sum of the payoffs, and then I'm just going to ask, what's the outcome that maximizes the sum total of payoffs in this community? So the key observation, okay, and before going into the statement of the proof here, so the key observation, you can begin to see what the issue is by looking at the picture on the right. So what's happening in this equilibrium? So there is a person in the center. He's buying 15 units of information. It is an equilibrium because I have 15. Okay, so I'm entirely self-interested in this setting. So I'm equating that prime of my hat to T, which is the marginal cost. So I'm equating my private gain to my private cost. And it's equated at y equals 15. Okay. So what's happening, of course, in this community is when I'm buying 2 units, it's not really me who's gaining from this information, who's benefiting. So everyone else is connected to me. But I'm not taking that into account. I'm only looking at F prime, which is my private marginal benefit from this information, and I'm equating that to the private marginal cost. What I should be doing is I should be looking at all the people connected to me, which in this case is of the order of 10, because there are 10 people in this community. And so I should be looking at 10 times F prime, not just F prime. And so that's really the key to understanding this proposition. possibly any frequenting units methods, there are many people who linked with G, and those arrows in the links indicate the directionality of falling into the hole. And there are all these people on the right side of the screen who I don't have links with, and in fact, are more than 3 links away. So on the left screen, you see that there is an E here, and I've got one link, a 2-second link, and a third link. So I'm looking at my free neighborhood, and on the right are all the people who are outside my free neighborhood. Okay, so, and I'm putting in some effort, which is 14 units, and so I'm getting you an formed link. And so once I work out the net link, I get 37 points. The other picture is there is that the size of the film, the size of the group indicates the sunset, whereas the darkness indicates the individual measurements people are taking. Okay, so let me try and show you how something is in this game. Okay, so this is a situation where this is a tutorial for the subject, and this is me, and what I could do is I could increase my effort. So I click here, and I put in 7 minutes of effort, and I become bigger because I've got more access to information. And so I get all the 77 points, and now I can click on, let's say, Mr. 1, and link with them, and when I do that, this is the network I have, and notice that it's the local network, which is up to 3 neighborhoods, the first neighborhood, second neighborhood, third neighborhood. Okay, so that's the way they use this evolves. The prediction, the parameter, the prediction of the network model is the single hub. So network where the hub does 9, everybody else does 0. And the fields, the equilibrium fields, would be very similar for the hub and the smoke. They're roughly 80. It's 85 for smoke and 81 for the hub. So the hub doing slightly less. Okay, so I'm going to give you one sense of what happens in the network.
The next station is the doors on the left side will open. Please take your doors and engines on our line.
And then I see all these people, I start thinking with them. I think of the dynamics in real time. You see this yellow node, which is 20 units, and I see the manual allowed. Then once I'm thinking about linking with this node, with this cell. If you want the network is evolving, it's quite confused at this point. And yes, the yellow node, it's the yellow node, and you see what you see now is sort of, there's someone else with the car. For traffic, there's also the chain, and there are these high active nodes. You see at this point, there are a lot of active nodes because they're dark and they're putting a lot of them. They're all doing tracking. So this is not a world with a lot of specialization. So what's the difference between 2 rows? So this is the one route. This is, each round is roughly 6 minutes, and I'm showing you, yes, it's a single time. Yes, I can free my effort, I can take my links, and so you see that, what you see is that from the zero effort, what people have different, and some people realize that I'm actually willing to see that they're one by one. And they're going off to different and he's on shirting, he's very quickly when he's on ET. And, but, you can see that the dark notes, he's shirking fully. And of course, the people will now start abandoning him and go somewhere else. So we're not different to different roads. Nothing much happens on different playground, but this is one round, this is 1 minute. So this is actually kind of collecting you, this is collecting. It's the same people, so we have 6 rounds, and each of them 6 minutes, and so for a group of 50 people, you have, your 6 rounds. And this is just a way to give them, we randomly reassign their ID numbers. Yeah, that's the main change. But you see now, there are just 2 people who are active, 83, but everyone else is passive, they're just linking. You do have a few activity options, but you can see very few, most people are connected. Okay. And they are doing 9. Remember, that was the response. So they're 9 in their state, but for some reason, no one noticed they're there. But see, now you look at the community, there are between 9 and 10. Everyone else is 0 or 1. Continuing with yourself. Continuing with the specialization. And these are the sort of things you have to pick up when you start doing the physical analysis. So, so you see, in the center, you've got most of it. There's one of the person below who's doing 11, but everyone is doing 16, and he's essentially what everyone thinks. Okay, so let's give you a flavor of what happens in this experiment. Okay. So, when we look at specialization, you see this very, very clearly here. Most people are doing no effort at all. This is the average effort information associate, and this is especially true in the N equals 50, where more than 50% of the people are doing, basically, they're not buying any information at all. So you see this very nice 50-20 rule. Some of you might have read about this if you have an economics background, but what you see here is on the x-axis, I'm looking at the cumulative share of people from the lowest to highest effort. On the y-axis, I'm looking at cumulative share effort. And what I'd like you to focus on is, suppose I look at 80% of the lowest effort people, you see out here they're providing barely 20% of the efforts in a large group. And if I look at the smallest group, N equal to 4, you see that in fact it's a lot more pronounced, and I'm looking at larger groups. So So that's the first demonstration of the specialization element. When you see this again, if I look at this picture here, I see that this is another way of looking at the data. And when you look at this picture, you see that for the N equals 50 experiment, more than 50% of the subjects have done essentially doing zero information purchase. On the other hand, you have almost 10% of the subjects who are doing almost 20 figures of purchase. Okay, notice that this is widely out of prediction. The prediction was 9 units. Okay, they should never be buying more than 9 because currently the market of return beyond 9 falls below C. So there's no reason to be buying beyond 9 units. Okay, and yet you have clearly, a fair number of people, 85 to 10%, buying, close to 20 units of information. That will never happen with the statistics. Okay, so with the statistics, pretty much no one buys more than 10 units. That's the red line. The other interesting feature of this experiment, which is also true in the theoretical model, is that access is basically very equal. Most people are getting access to the same amount of information. Okay, that's being captured. In the probability when you would get the lines matching 45 degree lines, and it's pretty close to 45 degrees. Okay, so it's a very, very egalitarian society in terms of information access. Now we look at the network of information, and what we see here is even more striking than the information purchase. If you look at the blue line, you see that 80% of the subjects from the access, 80% of the subjects are getting very 10% of the data. So very most of the society, 80% of the society is very getting 10% of the product. Okay, that's really more slightly unequal than the purchase of information. And you see this in this, another way to look at the data is to look at the children's distribution. You see here that smaller group experiments, the red one is I think probably the best one to look at. It's basically almost no one buying more than 15 units. Whereas in the large group experiments, 50 subjects, you have almost 10% of the subjects buying, in excess of 15 units, which is widely questioned. Why is it that people are doing this? Okay. And the consequence of that is this picture here, which tells you that people who are not buying any information, who are spooks, or just linking, are the red guys, and they are earning a lot more than the equilibrium would predict, and they're earning a lot more than the hearts. But the prediction was the hearts should be earning roughly 80, and the spooks should be earning roughly 80, a little more than this. What you see in the data here is that the spooks are earning a lot more. They're earning a lot more because the hearts are buying so much information. It's not surprising because most people are saying, why are they earning so much less? They're earning 30 or 40% less in their information. So that's a really big point that you see. But if you look at the welfare turning finally to the welfare question, you get the opposite picture. Because the hearts are buying so much information, everybody is accessing more information than they would be accessing in equilibrium. And so you see that the average payoffs are larger. The black line is the theoretical prediction. And so because people are buying a lot more information than they should be buying, everybody else is benefiting very significantly. And so the payoffs are a lot higher than the equilibrium prediction. And they are a lot lower in the small subject experiments. So expanding the good size is actually good for welfare. And this is just aggregating that. What you see here is that in the small group experiments, the payoffs are below the equilibrium prediction. So already we know the equilibrium is bad, but the behavior is worse than the equilibrium. Whereas here with the large group, behavior is, because of the excessive information purchase relative to equilibrium, so the welfare is a lot higher than the equilibrium prediction. So yeah, sorry. So let's try to prove that this issue. If you will see how the economists work on probabilistic networks, we look at social phenomena, which is phenomena like specialization and such, and network structure that develops from specialization. To understand what the mechanisms are. An important feature of working with this tool is our question of when our design, what would be collectively desirable. And then we want to understand whether these models are accurate as our way of thinking about how people actually behave. And increasingly economists conduct experiments, both in the laboratory but also in the field, and indeed more and more in the field. And the idea is, we want to ask whether the mechanisms that we are trying to explore in our mathematical models in fact work. To which extent they work, to what extent they are not quite capturing what drives all these. And so what we saw in the experiments today was the initial evolution that's predicted by the model is very much evident in the experiments. You have a lot of specialization in information purchase, you have a lot of specialization in strategy. But differently that magnitude of information purchase, we see that behavior in the experiments is clearly out of line with the models. People are being driven somehow to become hubs, and to become hubs they seem to exert far more effort than they really should be doing. And that means that you earn a lot less than they should be doing. So again, this just has a benefit that it makes everyone else better off. And in the aggregate, it could be a good thing. So the problem for us, as experimenters and as theorists then, is what is it that's driving the hubs to take the efforts that they do? And is it that they don't understand what's happening, they don't understand the payoff, or is it that they're driven by urgency to become hubs, and they have to get pleasure, or they get happiness, or they feel good about being hubs? So this is not a word in which hubs are being paid anything by anyone. So they want to be hubs for reasons which we don't fully understand. So it's very much ongoing work, and the next step in our project is going to be to look more closely at the data to understand whether the hubs are not understanding the payoff, or they somehow have other motivations, and so develop virtual models, mathematical models that can capture these other motivations that hubs might have. Yeah, let's stop this.
次は荻窪。お出口は右側です。地下鉄丸の内線はお乗り換えです。The next station is 荻窪. The doors on the right side will open. Please change it for the Marunochi Southern Line.
その course, it doesn't just repeat what the first voice does. But starting to shift in time, the soprano will be the same. Now we're going to shift in pitch, because the second voice starts one note higher in the third variation. So if you look at this now, you hear the G cascading down, and then you hear one step up a D cascading down. So each time you hear the first voice and the second voice is one note higher. So as each turn is introduced, the second voice tries gradually higher and higher and higher. This is something quite interesting happens when you get to the eighth variation. The eighth variation, because this voice, the second voice is stepping up one step at a time in the scale, one eighth notes, as we get to the octave. And as we get to the note which is the last note, which is the octave one, we can go back into the second voice. It's actually going higher and higher. So we'll hear the first voice start with a G and then come up lower. That's so you can hear the point where the second voice is coming in. But it's only hit this point, but suddenly the two names join up again as if they're starting on the same note, which is an octave higher. So this is the one kind of left, so there's this voice go on there, but in fact it takes that next step upwards. So for me, when I hear this canon, what I hear is actually a concentric shape that it is. Because we've already heard the circle where we had the aria starting, joins up again with the aria again. But in the canon, there's a second word of circles. It's even final because it's a second effect. So it then is somehow shaped with the circle mode. And again, the ninth variation continues this upwards. It's telling you where things are going on. It's heading towards infinity. And you the first voice comes in, the second voice is also perfect. 9:35.
Please change your course, the Chuo Line local service, and the Dresden subway line.
So now I have some different combinations that you can do with these hands. Here we see bars where I really speak the right stuff. It's like there's a possibility. So we can mark the repetition of words, so what are the other things I can do? So I can divide the bar up into 4 bits. 2 bits in each piece, like you get the triplet, same way as so those are having a combination of two triangles. One triangle is controlling how many things in the bar, 2, 3, or 4. The other triangle is controlling how many things in the bar. So we can see the bar with the combination. So you can have anything with these how many of the ways are there relations to these two triangles are by the combination of. There are 3 times 3, 9 times 3, and 9 terms. So these bar, make sure that each can just one of the different possibilities. So see 3 beats broken up into triplets. For example, variation number 15, we see 2 beats broken up into semiquavers. Bach is not doing this kind of unknowingly. I think it's very hard to do this unknowingly. I think Bach is very aware to make sure that this structure covers all of the different possibilities. And there is so much structure in here. You see how the canons build up, they grind each time, the rhythms and things. But we've got one more canon that we haven't heard, which is the last variation, the tertiary variation. So you might think, well, I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to take a step upwards again, and I'm starting to look again. But then when Bach comes to the last variation, it's through the structure completely. And this last variation, in fact, this variation on 2
電車は人同士のため、やむを得ず運行することがありますので、お立ちのお客様は、お近くの鈴から手すりの下にください。The next station is Jesus Beach. It may be necessary for the train to stop silently to prevent an accident, so please be careful.
some of them cars much harder. And you keep on doing this until you clear this and you can rearrange your cars on this side. There's a particular shuffle called the Rombian shuffle. And he uses this in all activity. I wonder what the music that was yet. So this is the servo 12-tone mode he uses in this bass. Jingle two. And actually he doesn't use the servo. He uses it like a shuffle. So you keep on doing it. Take that PlayStation 2 over here.